time was that every Nintendo console would ship with a Mario game on day one, but that all changed with the GameCube when his taller brother was given a chance with the ghost-busting Luigi's Mansion. Since that point, it's become very clear that Nintendo like to take their time with development, and that's often led to unconventional business decisions with their marquee titles. The Legend of Zelda has twice been used to bookend the end of one generation and begin the next, and you'll always have to wait until Nintendo are ready with a new spark of inventiveness for a new Mario platforming game. Okay, that's not strictly true, but let's just pretend that the new Super Mario Bros. Games didn't get milked into oblivion. The wait is absolutely worth it for Super Mario Odyssey, which is a simply joyous experience. At the heart of that is the newfound feeling of exploration that you get thanks to Cappy. All of Mario's usual array of platforming skills are here, from his skipping, hopping, triple jump, to butt stomps and turning a jump into a forward dive. But Cappy lets you manipulate so many more elements in the world that just headbutting question mark blocks doesn't achieve. You can now possess other creatures, people and objects all across the globe just by throwing your cap at them. Suddenly you're a frog, you're a cheep, you're a dinosaur, you've possessed a fork and pinged yourself up a wall, you've assumed control of a pair of binoculars that then soar up above the map to let you look ahead and preview the rest of the level. You're never quite sure what they'll offer you, and yet you'll throw Cappy at anything and everything just to find out if you can possess it, if you can interact, or what will happen. Taking control of Hammer Bro, for example, lets you jump high and throw dozens of hammers as quickly as you can mash the button to do so. The curious water-squirting octopuses of the Seaside Kingdom let you jet up into the sky and propel yourself around on a stream of water, and so much more. Cappy also offers you the opportunity to play dress up, which might be a necessity when it comes to getting past certain barriers in the world. One character guards the door and demands that you be dressed as a chef, for example, in order to get through. You can dress up as everything from Super Mario and 1930s Gangster Mario to classics like Dr. Mario and Mario in a set of polka dot pants, it looks like. If you think back to last week, it was Mario's hairless, nippled chest that caused a huge storm on the internet. There are two different categories of caps and outfits that you can buy, bought from the split store owners using two different currencies. On the one side you have the global and traditional gold coins that are the standard currency, and then you have a local currency to search for in order to pay for the other side. Cappy is also the gateway to Super Mario Odyssey's co-op mode, which is thankfully a bit more involved than that of Super Mario Galaxy and its very basic star collecting, though it's nowhere near the level of Super Mario 3D World that graced the Wii U. The second player controls Cappy independently from Mario, able to shoot off in different directions, sweep round and attack enemies, or even possess them for you, and the duties of pulling tricks like creating a platform for you to jump on also fall to this player. You can of course do all of this on your own, but it actually works really quite nicely to play and share this with another person. Embracing a more open world sandbox sensibility compared to the more linear adventures of recent years, each world is full of power moons to collect that will let you fly the hat-shaped Odyssey balloon ship to new kingdoms. The way that you obtain them is likely to be quite unexpected a lot of the time. You could simply be exploring and then, hey, here's a moon. Other times it's indulging in the mini-games and the little quirky offshoots of the main game, from venturing into a slot machine room to playing volleyball, and of course you'll get a power moon for defeating the main bosses in each area. Even here there's a new and personally quite unexpected inventiveness. You've got the small arena battles of course, but this goes all the way through to having you chase after a huge octopus boss around almost the entire Seaside Kingdom level. There's also some exciting new variety to the various kingdoms that you'll visit, as Nintendo really play with exploring different parts of this world that we've never seen before. They all have an unusual gimmick that makes you wonder at the sustainability of their respective economies, or at least you would wonder that if there weren't just so many coins lying around to pick up. Visiting Bonneton in the Cap Kingdom to start the game. This is actually where you team up with Cappy. It's got a wonderfully monochromatic style filled with various sentient hats that just hang around. By stark contrast, the Luncheon Kingdom is possibly the most overly saturated and brightly coloured thing that I've ever seen in a Mario game, looking like it's been made almost entirely out of hard-boiled sweets. But these are just two of a great number of kingdoms to visit, and there's a lot of contrasting art styles that is fascinating to see. The game is truly gorgeous, and it's no wonder that Nintendo have included a photo mode to let you freeze the game and try to frame and capture the action just so. Of course, as soon as I spotted him, I spent a good 15, maybe 20 minutes running around trying to capture the perfect poses with Mario and the dog on the beach of Bubbling in the Seaside Kingdom. There's still some quibbles that I have with the control scheme, where performing a spin attack with Cappy whizzing from Mario to knock out a bunch of enemies is just a bit too awkward. You have to spin the left analog stick and then press the button to throw him if you're playing with a gamepad, which is particularly unintuitive. Mario is also really quite twitchy to control, which could easily lead to a mite of overcompensation when trying to perform some tricky 3D platforming sections. But on the whole, the game does play very well and does almost exactly what you would expect and want from it in every instance. There's few ways to express just how full of joy playing Super Mario is. Each world is packed full of small details that will delight fans of the former plumber from Italy, and there's a wonderful playfulness all the way through the game as you throw Cappy at practically everything in sight. I can't wait to play the rest of the game and see all of the crazy things that Nintendo have cooked up for this one. Thanks as ever for checking out our video. Please do like, subscribe and share it with others. You can also catch this written preview over on the6thAxis.com, and we've got a few other things dotted around this channel. Hopefully you will join us again soon. Until then, goodbye.